And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Loves Gymnastics podcast with your host, Michaela Loves Gymnastics, and my co host, Oscar, aka Gymnastics Saves Lives. And today we are going to do, there's no top, you see, there's no intro. I didn't even make an intro because today we're going to have a nice little heart to heart chat about some truth, about some things that's going on in the gymnastics community, the exodus from Twitter. Um, why are people choosing to leave Twitter? Why I chose to leave Twitter? I know y'all are like, what the fuck? Because Twitter was my biggest gymnastics platform, but I have my reasons, and we're going to talk about it in a second. Um, Hi, Oscar. How you doing, friend?
Hi everybody. I'm well, thank you.
Now I know it's probably like zero people watching right now because I keep getting YouTube strikes. So starting next month, well, starting probably next week, I'm gonna start paying for Restream again. So we could also stream from Oscar's channel, so y'all can find us over there. Um, and then we
Yeah, I
could
would
find,
like to try to figure that out.
yeah, it's no problem. And then we could also stream from other, you know, platforms too, and then have more guests and have the intro again and come back for, NCAA. And Ezra will come back for his NCAA 2025 preview. And then we get into the NCAA season. But before we get into, go ahead.
Look who's here. I'm so
Who is
happy.
this? Hey, RJ. Hey, everybody.
It's Dessa.
Hey,
Hi
Desi.
Dessa.
How are you doing, sis?
I miss you.
So what we're going to talk about, well, Oscar, how have you been? We haven't talked in a while. How have you been?
I
You know,
know. Um I've been okay. Just working and seeing my family. A lot of my family lives pretty close to me in New York. It was my mom's birthday on the election, so we were together to support each other emotionally through that.
how
Not
have you
watching a
been?
lot of gymnastics. How about you?
Um, yeah, gymnastics has been heavy on the brain. You know, it's a great distraction from, the realities of the world.
Of course. For some reason, I just haven't been finding myself doing that like I would in the past.
I know. So, well, hell, before we even get to Twitter, let's start with the election because the election is kind of all leads into each other. How have you been since the country have decided to re-elect um, their president again?
I know in non-consecutive terms. Um, I'm just like the whole spectrum of emotions. Um, Not surprised, but shocked at like and
The very
disgusted.
case.
And yeah, like also like it feels a little bit surreal, even though it's like it's if it's overwhelming in the I don't know. Like I think about it all the time, I feel like, but I don't know. A
I
bit
feel you.
surreal that it happened.
Um,
And
as
also
a
I feel like social media has been really um a bit,
wild,
yeah, definitely wild and like difficult to navigate. I've been like every time I go on the For You page, it's like always ends up being a mess. So I try to just stick to the people I follow. But then I've been seeing all these really crazy things about Trump that he's already said since the election.
oh
And
yeah,
actually have to confess, like, I mean, I brought this up. Like, I need to fact check if any of those things are real with other sources. I've been spending a lot of time on Twitter compared to other news sources.
And speaking of the great,
I think you're muted. I think you muted yourself.
okay, I'm so sorry, everybody. I got this phone stand for my birthday, and I'm trying to put it together literally. Wow, I should have did it beforehand, but I think I got it. There we go.
Great.
Okay, so for me, like I did before, when me, you, and John had that other the podcast before the election. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I felt like he was gonna win then,
Mm-hmm.
just by the people's lack of support for Kamala Harris for whatever reason. You know, everybody has their own personal things, you know. Um, but I'm just absolutely, as a black trans person, devastated. I can't lie. Like I'm all over the place because I truly feel like this election. If I feel like the first Trump election was a backlash to the first black president, I feel like this second Trump term is a backlash to all the rights that trans people has gotten over the last 4 to 8 years. And it's a very scary time because I don't know if they're going to pass laws saying that companies who hire trans people willingly are going to have to fire them. I don't know if they're going to pass laws saying that trans people can't be around children. There's already a law in Florida where trans people technically can't be around children. Um, I'm so sorry. Let me get some water. And the thing that is so scary and so hurtful is so many people have told the trans community basically to shut the fuck up. It's not your turn. Um, fuck your right. It's all about the economy. Fuck your rights. It's all about this issue and that issue and the third. And it's just, it feels like there is no community for trans people to turn to at this moment in time. And in the backlash of the election, which was like, what, 2 weeks ago, a week, yeah, about almost 2 weeks ago now, it's just been so much transphobia going around on the internet, so much bigotry, so much. And it's not even, it's from mostly from trans people doing it to each other. And it's just so disgusting. And it's just, I don't know. It's just such a weird, weird place to be in right now as a black trans person, which leads me, Oscar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry, I was
Oh,
listening. I'm
oh, okay. I'm so
sorry
sorry.
that you feel like there's no community to turn to.
Which led me to the decision, which is going to be the first topic of, yeah, I deleted my Twitter account. I completely deleted my personal Twitter account. And the reason is because it's not because Elon Musk is a Republican or supports Donald Trump. You know, a lot of companies are Republican and are conservative and support Donald Trump, right?
Hmm.
It's the fact that Elon is actively going after the trans community. And me as a transgender person with the small platform I have for gymnastics and then the even smaller platform I have for being trans, how am I going to use my platform on a site that's actively going after my people? That's just like if black people was actively going on the site ran by the KKK. Like it was just a
So,
bridge. Go
oh,
ahead.
sorry. No, I want you to finish, but I also am curious if you'd be willing to share, please, what like specifically you know about that Elon Musk is participating in or perpetuating, because I'm not familiar, or at least I can't think of it maybe of what you're talking about.
Elon Musk has a transgender child. I think the child was born female and identifies as male or whatever. And Elon Musk does everything in his powers to belittle, misgender, have the world misgender his own trans child. And if that wasn't a bridge too far, then I see
Whoa.
Elon on
I
Twitter always making posts about trans people are delusional and he and this and that. They just all kind of shit that's actively going after the community. After going after actively going after my community.
Wow. I'm just looking up. I didn't even know Elon Musk's children. I didn't know they were uh, that old.
Yes.
I guess it wasn't. It was from before they were with Grimes, who's a singer. I thought that that was their only child.
No,
Wow,
Elon has a
their
lot of kids.
daughter says that sh that Elon said that they're not a girl and they were berated for being queer as a child. Okay, this is fast. I didn't know that.
Correct. And because of Elon, this is why I go so hard when we do these, it's not called the gay code of points. That was what me and Addis used to do. When we do the rainbow round tables, I go so hard about these damn people who want the woman umbrella, want the woman protection hood, but don't want to do anything to conform to womanhood. And I go so hard on them because like Elon is that's Elon's whole platform now. It's like the 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 ones in the bathrooms and trans people shouldn't be using trans in bathrooms and now Elon is also, for those who don't know, taking anything that you tweet, anything that you post, and it's using your tweets and posts to feed a AI database to help boost the AI intelligence. And you have no control over that. You cannot opt out of that. Just being on Twitter allows Elon to do that to you. So everything that you're tweeting is helping fund the Terminator. And I just hope y'all think it's cute with y'all little chat GPT. Oh my god, you cut your hair off.
Yes, I did it the night of the election.
Oh my god. I'm so gagged.
Bald.
So everything that you post is being fueled to AI and AI intelligence and you have no control over that. And it's not like I'm cool with that, but it's just I post less stuff with the Loves Gymnastics Network Twitter page than I do with my own personal page. So that's another thing. Part three is all of the damn like Twitter has become the home of the hub of the Republican Party. Like it's so much anti everything on Twitter now, and it's
Elon
just
was or Twitter was like promoting Trump's, so there was such a bias of favoritism in
and
like a really
they
gross
really
way towards Trump up to the election. And I blame
absolutely
Elon for that for sure.
pushed and suppressed anything that was pro Democrat, pro Kamala. It just was.
Like the stuff that was, it was like paid promotional stuff that was trending wasn't just like pro-Trump, it was like derogatory against Kamala as well. And I was like, that shouldn't be like circulating, like supported by the platform. Or like, yeah, that seems wrong.
And it's hard because I can understand how most people can feel like, okay, well, that's stupid to deactivate your Twitter account, your largest platform in the world, just because he's a Republican. But it's for me, it's deeper than it's just because he's a Republican. It's he's actively targeting trans people, and for me, as a trans person, it just doesn't make sense to be on a platform, help build a platform of a man who's actively targeting my community and want to eradicate me from the face of the earth.
Right, that makes perfect sense. I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that Elon was like targeting trans people, the trans community to that extent. I feel, yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that myself. So, how is Blue Sky?
So, everybody, I encourage you all to create a Blue Sky. Blue Sky was created by the original people who created Twitter before they sold it to Elon. And they created Blue Sky, and Blue Sky is basically Twitter Lite. It doesn't have every single function Twitter have, but I mean, it has the most of everything that Twitter can do. Like most of everything you can do on Twitter, you can do on Blue Sky, mostly.
What
Um,
about with like what does Blue Sky have that Threads or Facebook doesn't have?
Threads is directly connected to your Instagram, so you have to have an Instagram to have Threads. Um, where Blue Sky, you could just create an account. You don't need to have another account to have a Blue Sky. They created Blue Sky, and Blue Sky is basically Twitter. Every single what did I do? What did I do? What did I do, bro? Girl, what did you do, bro? The most of everything that Twitter can do. Right? Most of everything you can do on Twitter.
Were they listening? Is that like the what about with like what does
Okay, my
was that a
bad.
targeted ad or were you just using you're
No,
talking about it?
I don't know. um, but the thing is, with Blue Sky is, if I'm just going to be honest, there is one of the things I'm excited about Blue Sky is, and I was telling Oscar this is, there is no real gymnastics community there yet. We're all just slowly going over there from Twitter now. So I feel like it's an opportunity. Like I missed out on TikTok when it first was popping off. Twitter, I got on Twitter about 10 years after Twitter was popular. Like I always miss when everything gets, so I'm hoping to jump on the bandwagon this time while everything is nice and hot and new.
Clever. Ooh, what did I want to ask about? Oh, would you consider going back to Twitter if Elon Musk changed his ways?
They would have to sell the platform to somebody else.
Oh, okay. That was my next question. You, okay. Well, I hope that happens.
But I still have a Twitter account because we still have the show page up. I'm not going to take the show page down. So, I'll still post. I'm just not going to post my personal opinions anymore. But I'll
It's just
still,
a whole archive of posts is now raised from the internet.
yeah, it sucks. But again, ain't nobody trying to help Elon grow his billions of dollars to have the damn AI tech come over and take over the world.
No, you mean what you say. Your word has integrity and weight. your actions too.
And I'm not saying that you have to delete Twitter. Just join Blue Skies. Like, and then I'm still on Instagram. Michaela Loves Gymnastics. I'm still on. I'm streaming right now to the damn Twitch channel. Hi Twitch people. I know I never ever post over here. I'm gonna rechange because I have it like when I was calling the show Gymnastics for Everybody, so I'm gonna rechange the title to Love Gymnastics Network on Twitch so y'all can find this show over there. Um, one thing else that I'm going to have
I
to
didn't know
add is
you were on Twitch.
yes. One other thing that I will have to change though about the show on YouTube moving forward is the live show. We just can't play videos. Like we can't show examples of what we're talking about. I know that's what everybody loves, but YouTube gathers me so hard. And then now that I don't have Twitter to be like, fuck YouTube, now I have to actually act right on YouTube. So
Dang. But I love that you're like trying to make it work. You're trying to work with them now instead of deleting your YouTube like you threatened.
yeah. And when I pay for Restream starting next week, I'm gonna create a Facebook group. And what I'm hoping to do is um, build a community on Facebook as well, like a group. Hey John, because I know everybody
Hi,
like that
John.
college gym fan group. I love that college gym fan group. So I'm hoping to do something like that for, us, the black gym fans, pure gym fans, the ones who really loves gymnastics. So I'm gonna create a group and we could start streaming the show from that group too. Um,
Where do you think you might do that?
I'm
Did you
doing it
say?
definitely on Facebook. Um, I don't know how to make groups on Instagram, but I know people do that too. So I might do it. I just don't know how to, but I will learn. Um,
Okay,
one
fun.
thing with
That sounds
Instagram
fun.
is one thing with Instagram is when you do live shows, we have to limit it to an hour long because you only can go live on Instagram for an hour at a time.
Mm. Okay. Have you gone live on Instagram before?
Yeah, I used to stream live on Instagram, but then I stopped because of that. Because I'm like, who have time
Because
to
they
be?
cut you off. That's funny.
Yeah, who have time to be paying up to just Instagram and what Instagram got going on?
Would you like bring people on who are watching?
Yes, that's another thing that I want to do. That's why I want to pay for because when you do restream for free, I think you can only bring up like to 4 or 5 people at a time, maybe 6 at a time. But if it's me and Oscar already here, if we have a co-host that's already 3 people, but then we bring on people, it's only like a limited number of people. But if I pay for restream again, I could think it's like an unlimited amount of people, unlimited amount of guests I could bring on at a time. So that would
Hmm.
help, especially for the NCAA season. It's just I don't have Twitter, so I'm not gonna. Oh,
What do
mm,
you need Twitter for?
yeah, I have Twitch. I could stream the NCAA on Twitch.
But why can't you? What do you mean? Like you put it on? Oh, you're not gonna put it on YouTube because of videos. Facebook, Blue Sky.
Facebook, Facebook is just as bad. Facebook is just as bad as YouTube with these damn videos. So is Instagram.
Reddit,
John
Discord.
Perry. We have Discord. I need to create a Discord for the channel.
Should
I
we
just
create just a blog where we can just post videos?
yeah, that would be nice.
I don't know. Sound off if you'd be into that.
So to make a long story short, it's going to be a lot of Love Gymnastics podcast accounts out there. So just follow them. Different accounts will be used for different things. Some for videos, some for the show, some for our edited videos.
Is there
Everybody.
one way that's best to get in contact with you?
Oh, yeah, because Twitter used to be it, huh? Um,
Or do you check everything?
no. Probably the best way to get in contact with me now would be, yeah, because I used to be on Twitter so much. I would guess, I guess I would maybe Facebook Messenger if y'all have Facebook. My Facebook account is Michaela Saul Speed. Yeah, it's my married name, Michaela Saul Speed. But or Instagram, which is Michaela Loves Gymnastics. So yeah, I check Instagram too.
Okay, good.
I'll probably be on Instagram a lot because I know there's a gymnastics community on Instagram. It's just I have no interest in Instagram at all, but I guess I'll learn to.
That's how are they so different in your mind? The different platforms.
Like
Like
Instagram is about pictures, like posting pictures and posting videos. Whereas like Twitter was about your opinions, which is why I liked it Twitter. And I guess Blue Sky is also about your opinions, and Threads are about your opinions. Um, Facebook and TikTok is like your everyday life. I don't know. That's
like they
my
all
question.
have the same elements, but they're just like emphasizing different ones, I guess.
Correct. Like YouTube used to be the place for long form videos, but not anymore.
No, wait, when was that? Because I thought that there was a time when you couldn't post anything over like 8 or 10 minutes on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, like growing up, I think YouTube videos could only be 10 minutes. Am I making that up?
I don't remember because I remember back in the day, YouTube used to have whole movies and whole TV shows on it. Like before,
There's still, you can still find that. Now they also, I feel like, include more stuff that you can pay for, like that will be filled or mixed into your search results or whatever, trying to find something.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, I remember when people used to just upload movies. Like, if it came out in the movie theater, I promise you, it was going to be on YouTube that same Friday. Like, and it
Oh
would take
wow, that
YouTube
Friday.
it would take YouTube a couple of weeks before they take it down. Like, it wouldn't just automatically come down. Like,
That sounds great. I never
YouTube used to
experienced that.
be YouTube, as good as YouTube is now, I'm not gonna say it's not good. It's still great. You can still find all the things that you want to find on YouTube. But YouTube used to be the shit. Like everything. Like you didn't need Netflix. You didn't need anything. You had YouTube because everything literally was on YouTube. Every movie, every TV show, everything. You had to search for it, but it was there. But then the streaming services came around.
I do
People want
remember watching all of America's Next Top Model on YouTube. Like when I was like 8 years old with my sister, like 16 season.
who used to be that girl. But she's still that girl. She just, a
The
lot more
quality now
strict. A lot.
is a lot better, I would say.
It is.
But maybe there are more regulations as well now.
But if you were smart enough to jump on that first wave of YouTube content creators, you are a fucking millionaire right now. Like that first group, like them Jake Pauls and all them first people
I
that
didn't know that he joined at the beginning. What about, do you know Michelle Phan?
see, I don't know them all, but I just know they're all rich.
Michelle
Even
Phan
that
does
first,
like beauty. Even who?
Even like that first wave of TikTokers right now are very rich. Those TikTokers that got on during the pandemic and was able to make a way. And see, my dumbass was like, I don't want to get on no damn TikTok. What is a TikTok? That's for them kids. Ah! Bitch, I missed the wave.
Oh, you're regretful.
Yes. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about a fun topic. My good co-host Oscar came up with a very fun topic for us tonight, and we're gonna play this out and see where this goes because I like this. I like this very much. So
Okay.
the topic is everybody's top 15 gymnasts of this Paris quad. So that's from, I guess, the World Championships 2021 all the way up to the Paris Olympic Games.
You can do that, or you could say from 2022. It's funny, like most of, if not all of the gymnasts on my list, I don't think they won any medals at 2021 Worlds, even if they went. A lot of them didn't go.
Okay, so that's a good question. So do you consider the 2021 Worlds the beginning of this quad or the end of the last quad?
Then the last squad, because it was the same code of points.
Okay, I would have to. I guess I would agree. I just look at it as the beginning of this quad, but
Why is that? It's the same year as the Olympics.
the Olympics was held a year.
Is the Olympics, the Tokyo Olympics are the beginning of the Paris squad.
Kinda, actually, kinda.
Hmm. But yeah,
Okay.
the
So from
2021 medalists, I don't think any of them really would be on the top 15 unless you wanted to talk about including Russians.
yes, and that's what we talked about before. Yes, I want to. Do they have to make Worlds or Olympics? If not, then Gabby Douglas.
I mean, I think that the criteria should be of your own making. Like, you should make your own criteria. Because I did. And I'm not going to apologize for it.
Okay.
I also, if you're you things like new things that happened in gymnastics news that I wanted just your brief opinion
Okay.
on. Should we do that
Let's, let's
after we
do
do
that
the
first. No, let's do that first.
set?
Let's do that first.
Okay. I'll just say it if you wise. I'll just say the name. Okay, Denisa
Okay.
Gogoda from Romania. She is back out of retirement and she's joined the Deva national team in Romania. Her last competition was 2019 Cottbus Cup. The
Yeah, that was
Milton,
a big deal for me.
yeah, I hope she makes a team an international assignment and continues training. Some recruits from gymnasts that I am interested in. The Annalisa and Malia, they're twins. The Milton twins went to LSU, or they've committed to LSU. Kieran Fennell has committed to Florida. There was the, oh wait, who, let's just finish the mints, because there was another one. Lilia Cosmin,
Aisha.
who was on the Romanian Olympic team in
Mhm,
Paris. She
mhm.
committed to Michigan State. Um,
I thought she was already a collegiate gymnast.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong about that.
I
I
think it's-
haven't heard about it.
Okay.
Do you know what team you thought?
like Illinois or Iowa or something like one of those states.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Um, Vanessa Ferrari of Italy and Deepa Karmakar of India both retired. Um, Anastasia Bachinska of Ukraine is training floor. She retired in 2022 or something before the Olympics. Um, there were a few competitions. There was the Zombathley Challenge Cup. Tanya Paulson, Charlotte Booth, Daria Yasinskaya all won titles there on different events.
And
There,
Boston also committed to Cal.
Tanya did.
Wait,
I
I
think you're
think
right.
so.
I think Tanya. And where did Charlotte Booth go? Where did she commit to?
Charlotte Booth went to
Oh, I don't know. Is it Auburn?
Auburn.
Auburn.
She went to Auburn.
There was the Brazilian Junior Championships, and a standout routine on floor was a gymnast named Julia Coutinho, Coutinho. They scored a 14. There was the women's October training camp for USAG. I don't think any Olympians were there, but a lot of other. There was the Combs Labille, uh, and Elena Colas, whose French was like the standout gymnast there. Difficulty. Also the Americans sent a team. Like it was Isabella Anzola, Gabrielle Hardy from Twin City Twisters, and someone else I can't remember. There was the Swiss Cup, which featured Leanne Wong, Julia Suarez,
Which was
and
some negative. That was some
Elisa
negative.
and Kaylee and Namor. So yeah, there was a lot to talk about there, but we also don't have to talk about it at all.
It was a lot to talk about. It's just, all of that happened right around the election. So
Could you
mentally, I just,
explain what you were trying to say in that video you posted, titled like Swiss Cup reactions?
all I was saying is I was enjoying the Swiss Cup, and then Leanne One fell, and I turned that motherfucking shit off. That's all I said. I turned it off. I never watched it. I have no opinions because I don't know what happened. I said I would go back and rewatch it. I hadn't.
Right.
And, and hell, I didn't. Kalia Nemore didn't. She did good her first bar routine, but in her second bar routine, she fell, so she didn't win. I don't even know who won.
Yeah, I said those out of order. That was next on my list. The Arthur Gandier Memorial meet. Kalia that was prior to the Swiss Cup, right? So Kalia won bars, if not
Uh-huh.
the all around at that meet or whatever, with a new routine that was like worth a six five, something like that. But anyway, it was a
It
great
was basically
routine,
her same
and
routine
then
just without
I
her
think she took
first
out the Imbar
combination.
Full and the Imbar Nabieva and the Kalmova
Mm-hmm.
maybe as well. Um, but then she fell. She fell
Yeah,
at
because
the
she
Swiss
started on the
Cup.
low bar with the pneumonia. Mm-hmm.
But then she fell at the Swiss Cup, I was saying, later that week, a matter of days later. And I was just so shocked or surprised because I couldn't remember the last time she had fallen on bars. And someone I was talking to said it was the Arthur Gandier, this like the same meet that happened that week a year prior. She fell on.
Speaking of Auburn recruits, congratulations
There
to
was
Booth, who represented GB at one of those competitions. And I think she
sorry,
won
what's
bars
her
and
name?
came in second place on beam.
Oh, Charlotte Booth. That's what we're talking about.
Charlotte Booth.
Is that who you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She went to one
I
of those
couldn't hear.
competitions. Oh, I'm
It was
sorry. She was in the
the
competition
Zombathley, I think.
and
I'm really
representing
butchering that name. Am I misunderstanding you?
and
Sorry.
won bars and came. No, you're good. She won bars and came in second place on Beam.
Yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Booth, it was a wise decision, I think, to go train in GB,
I do
with
too.
all the experience she's receiving. There was the Bundesliga, I don't know, league, uh, and Giulia Perotti of Italy was there, and she looked great. She's, I think, just turning a senior this year, and she has beautiful dance and execution and artistry, fluid movement. Then the last meet was Romanian nationals, which happened like a few days ago, and I think Amalia
Mm-hmm.
Gigorta won. She was on the Olympic team, and a bunch of gymnasts who I thought for sure had retired were like competed at this meet, but they did really. The scores were really low, but it was exciting to see that they still are training. So there's like potential in my delusional mind for Romanian depth. Okay, that's
Potential.
it.
That was a
Oh,
lot, though. That was a lot.
one one more name. There's Nadine Tieva. She's from Finland, and she was performing at a meet, I guess in Scandinavia or wherever. Is that Scandinavia? Yeah. She did a back handstring plus a into a tuck fall beam, and she was the first Finn to compete that skill. And she's really exciting, and I would keep an eye on her if you like watching juniors, which you
Cute, cute,
don't.
cute, cute, cute. And of course, Simone and them is still on the GOAT tour.
Are you sure about that? I thought
Um,
that they had the final stop.
really?
That's what I think. Nisha, Oscar got a haircut looking 13 years old now. Okay.
um, and then Jordan did her interview with the Today Show, explaining how she felt about her medal and her situation or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was cute. That was real
Yeah, I
cute.
thought that I thought she was well spoken. And she embraced her emotions. She spoke through her emotions.
It just sucks. Like I'm happy she still have the actual medal, but in the record books, I just don't see how this is going to be changed.
This to me is I don't know, like no. I don't This is somewhat similar to in my mind to Radicon not being the winner in like the results in 2000. I'm like, no, she is the winner. Jordan is the bronze winner in 2024. That's where I'm at
That's
now,
fine.
3 months out or whatever from the Olympics. But I
That's a
recognize that
sucky,
there
sucky
are
feeling to ask.
differences.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. But that still must be a sucky, sucky feeling. But at least Jordan is still going to do the
Yeah,
NCAA. So we'll get
I
to
think
see
she
her.
posted like today, back soon or something.
Hmm. So, Oscar, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do your top 15 to my top 15, or do you want to go 15? You pick a gymnast, I pick a gymnast. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I don't mind. It sounds kind of fun to do like alternate.
Okay. So at the number 15 spot, who do you pick as the 15? Are we gonna say best gymnast or our favorite gymnast of this squad?
Neither. The gymnast who in my the way I did it was the gymnast who in my mind, how I interpret their results at certain meets that I chose to be more important than others. Like I based off of the results from those meets. Did that make sense? Let me try again. I looked at the gymnasts that did the best based off of their medal results in the quad. At say, I chose to look at the continental championships, the world championships, and the Olympics.
So you're doing the 15 most successful gymnasts of this squad?
Maybe that's what I was like inspired to do, but I got a little like some strong feelings about certain things. Stronger feelings
Okay.
about some things than others.
We're just doing a list. This list don't mean shit. We're just highlighting 15 gymnasts of this squad because I just can't. I'm just picking 15 girls that I like from this squad. That's just it. There's no rhyme or
But
reason.
you have to. Your list should include who you think are the best gymnasts as well. If you want to put like the top five, it doesn't have to be all 15, I guess.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my 15 most impactful gymnasts of this squad. It's just your impact on the sport that I think you had in this squad. And
That's
I'm
way
going to
more
go from,
interesting than what I did. Because then I would be like, it would be different. It would be different. Because who are trendsetters who didn't get any medals, you know?
that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. And I'm just gonna do what I did. These results, because that's what I wrote down. I really wanted to compare like their medal count, I guess. But then it's like what's subjective to me is which medals at which meets matter more than others.
And I'm going to do how I feel like you impacted the sport. Maybe you got a skill named after you that we've been waiting to get a skill named after you for a long time. Maybe you did something for your country that hasn't been done before. Like, I'm going to just start. Number 15 for me would be Georgia Godwin.
Okay. No, no explanation.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Number 15 for me would be Georgia Godwin. The
You
reason
don't
why she
have
would be
to.
number
It was a
no,
question.
no. No, that's what makes it fun. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ready. I was just saying that's who I was going to be number 15. I didn't put thought into it. It's because she got the Waller Kip full named after her. And we all thought Simone was going to get that named after her for a long time. And she really has helped push Australian gymnastics back up to a competitive level, not just, somewhere down there in 15th. They could actually be a top 8 team as long as they don't get hurt. So I think she's a large reason for that. So that's why she's number 15 on my list.
That is such a good choice. Okay. Wait, I can't. I need to count if I have 14 or 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I have 14 and 2 choices for 50. Okay, I'm gonna put my 15th spot for someone I think um, their impacts, their legacy is more meaningful than the medals they won. Luo Rui from China. She was she was selected for 2021 and 2022 Worlds. She had beautiful Imbar Shaposhnikovas, um, laid out Jaeger, E pirouettes, beautiful toe point, highest beam score of 2021 Worlds. Um, Inspired the other girls to bring their execution and their effortlessness to a new level. She raised the bar in my mind.
I like that.
Bars.
Mhm.
Who's your 14?
My 14th most impactful for, and that's, I'm going to say impactful so I can remember what the hell I'm doing. My 14th most impactful gymnast of this quad would be, well, I hope I'm saying her name. Sammy
Mm.
Nestor? No. Is that it?
That was so many. I think that was different gymnasts together. Sanne Weber,
Oh,
Stelliana Nistor,
from the
Sanne
Dutch.
Bierman.
The one, her name is not Sammy Weaver. I know who that is, but
Veerman, Sanne Veerman.
I think that's,
She does Bahardwaj to
yes.
sites.
Her impact for the Dutch gymnastics is she's,
It might be sites to Bahardwaj.
yes. Her impact on gymnastics, especially for the Dutch, like she's always there in the medal contention. She's always has some interesting skills she's working on bars. Like, and for the Dutch for a long time, they've been known as a beam and turn team, but other events they have been struggling. And it's good that, Dutch gymnasts can break out of the mold of I can do turns on beam and I can do turns on floor, and that's my gymnastics skill set.
The Dutch have real potential to be great on bars in a team final lineup. A Thora can be good. We saw Sonny Weber's. You remember her clear hip layout to Kachev's? um, and then there's one more. Or no, Sonny Veerman. I think she's made multiple world bars finals at this point in this quad. In this
They have
quad, which is
another
what we're
one that's
talking about.
really. They have another one that's like really thin.
Naomi Visser. Naomi.
And that's what I think I'm thinking of actually. So I change it. I don't mean who I
But
said at first.
Visser doesn't do that combo, the sites Bahard wash.
No,
She
but
does a
she's a
different.
strong all around gymnast for them, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking of.
She's made some floor finals at Euros and maybe a world floor final as well. Visser.
Has she made bars
She does a
finals too?
whip, triple twist,
In
punch
front.
front.
Hmm. Does she have a really hard bar routine too? Because I remember her making bar finals too somewhere.
It's like good difficulty. She doesn't do like in bars and but like I don't think she counts a C element. It's like that level, and I feel like sometimes what lets her down is sometimes she's late on her full pirouettes. I think she does like a toe full and a stalder full into like a chow half or something pretty.
Who's your number
Okay,
14, gymnast?
my 14 is Zhou Yatsin from China. She, if you don't know, she won the silver medal at Worlds in 2023, and she followed it up with a silver at the Olympics on beam, even though with a putting her hands down on the balance beam. So she just had to show how good she was. She wasn't even trying her best. There are other reasons why I
I can.
enjoy her, but that's all I want to say for now.
I hope I remember her because she's gonna be way higher on my list. Um, at number 13 for me,
What could we say that she uh, what trend did she set? Maybe people weren't doing their jumps out of their front forward acro series. She brought that
definitely.
excellent triple twist off the beam. I love that.
Um, to me, the trend that she sets, and this is why she's gonna be so high on this, is that her fluidity on
Oh, the
beam.
sideways. I
Well, it's
forgot
not
about the
even that. It's
sideways
just the
combo.
way she does beam. I noticed everybody else changed the way they start doing beam and start doing beam the way she started doing. Like everybody used to do beam the way Simone did beam, which was like you know smart connections with slow pace, short routines. Get on the beam, get off the beam. When when um when Mama started her beam routine, they was like, oh, let me do connections to get bonus points to get my beam routine start values up there. And it kind of changed the way they did beam, in my opinion.
I love how she I love her arm placements on her when she connects through things. It's always like down by her sides
Like
when
Scott
she gets it
Blakely
right, which is most
definitely
of the
changed
time.
her beam routine and made it very similar to hers. Um, Almost everybody who did a handspring punch front changed their beam routine and kind of made it similar to hers in a way, like to their level of difficulty and their level of comfort, of course. But like where
I
everybody
thought
else used to
it
always do go ahead, baby. Where everybody else used to do like the Simone style of routine, like everybody used to do the like when Simone started doing the switch leap half pipe back on beam, everybody just like, oh shit, like that's the combination. Let me jump on that. Like then everybody started doing that damn combination.
right, which is I I find it funny that we're talking about how we're emphasizing how oh, I guess original Joe Yatsen was with the rest of her routine, but it's funny that right before the Olympics, she ended up adding the switch half Corbett, which wasn't in her routine in 2023.
Mhm. That's the Simone
Okay,
effect because I mean it's such a smart combination that. And then when Sunni's, oh well, okay, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm so sorry. What number are we at? That was 13.
that
That
well,
was 14.
if you that was my 14, so you have a 13, unless you want to use her as your
Okay.
13, because you just talked about her a little bit. You don't have to. You
So I
can
want to
do
put
her
this so much
again.
higher. Okay, you know what? I want to put her at 13 because that's what I don't want to forget her talking about. So I'm going to forget her ass again because it's another Chinese gymnast that I just absolutely adore way more than her. So I'm going to put her at 13. That's what I just said. Who is your 13?
Okay, my 13 based off of medals. See, this doesn't make sense because she doesn't have an Olympic medal like Joe Yatsen, but she's higher. Is Shoko Miyata from Japan. Okay, let's
Ooh.
remember Shoko went to the 2021 Universiade, which was held in 2023. She won gold on vault, silver with her team, and bronze on floor. She also went to Asian Championships in 2022, where she won silvers on vault and floor, bronze with her team, and then in 2022 she won a bronze medal on the balance beam at the World Championships. Did I say that? So
Hmm.
I really wish we had seen her in feel like she was coming in hot after a weak 2023 season where she seemed to be like dealing with a lot of injuries and that was hard to watch. So I just needed a good comeback for her after getting a glimpse of her greatness in 2022, her charisma on floor, and her relaxed demeanor on beam are things that I love about watching her compete.
My number 12 is going to be controversial, but it is going to be Listanova. Listanova.
Oh, I forgot. There are no Russians on my list because I forgot to put them in. It's too late.
Listanova, even though the Russians has been banned, her impact on gymnastics cannot be denied. Her style, her beauty. Now, even though she hasn't really innovated anything, it's just the things that she does and her strange technique and the way that she's able to get things around. I'm pretty sure somebody who has horrible back handsprings can look up to her and be like, "Wow, if Listanova could do a damn syllabage, I could do a syllabage too. If Listanova could get a double layout around, I could get a double layout around. If Listanova could get
I can't think of anything that she's innovated, but there are so many, like she's done so many different skills and so many um, skills that don't get used very often.
yeah,
Um, Big fan of her skill selection if you think about each event.
she's another one with a very
But
beautiful front handspring on being.
okay, we feel differently about these front handsprings because I think that visibly in real motion for me, Listanova and Sky Blakely's front walkovers look really crunchy compared to like Joe Yatsen's. The knees are more bent and the feet are flexed.
Wait, John Perry said Bella Caroli passed away. Hold on.
I'm gonna
Okay,
look it
like
up.
that's some breaking news. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, let me put that on the screen so I can look at because
I don't see anything when I look it up. Okay, John. Okay, Gymcastic. Gymcastic broke the news because when I look it up on Google, nothing comes up. But Gymcastic on Twitter. Oh, Michaela, what are you on right now? Are you on Twitter or Blue Sky? After you
that's
leave.
it. I'm just watching it from. That's gonna be hard. I'm gonna be so late on the news because I damn sure don't have Twitter right. Well,
I know. I'm like,
I do
that's
have a
fine.
Twitter.
In loving memory of Bella Caroli, it is with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of Bella on November 15th, beloved husband of Marta, father of Andrea, father-in-law of Paul, and grandfather of Julia and Christina. Bella touched and impacted many people's lives, and he will be sadly missed. His enthusiasm for life will be remembered forever with deep sadness. The Caroli
Okay,
family.
stop. I know we had a whole show planned, Oscar, but now we have to talk about this. I know we had a whole show planned. I know we was deep into our topic, Oscar, but we're gonna have to say that for another time. We have to because we got topics to talk. We got breaking news to talk about.
We can shelve it as long as we don't throw
We
it
gonna
away.
finish. We gonna finish. We gonna finish. Just give us like 15. Give us like 30 minutes to talk about Bella Caroli because I'm for the sake of things.
Please.
Oh, let me choose my words carefully, girl.
I'm, I'm gonna go out to smell.
I'm going to choose my words carefully because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Oh gosh. Whew. Choosing my words carefully.
I'm shook that Gymcastic had it before any news outlet, like
Gymnastics is the
non-gymnastics.
gymnastics. They're gymnastics CNN. Um,
I get, or maybe I'm like misunderstanding how important Bella Caroli is to outside media.
are we gonna add? Ooh, oh gosh, I'm trying to choose my words carefully, people.
What do you want to say? I'm so curious what you want to say right now for the Patreon.
Are we going to be nice? Or are we going to say what we how we feel?
It wasn't very nice of us to laugh when we found out.
That's my question because this is like okay, like when old boy died, Jordan Weaver's head coach, right? It was cool. I did a whole focus like
That was different because he took his own life.
yeah, but are we now because Villa Curley has passed away are going to pretend like all of the horrible shit that he's done to the gymnast his whole life is just eradicated?
I don't plan on doing that.
Do we not go R.I.P. Bella Crowley, one of the most abusive coaches in gymnastics history? Or do we just highlight R.I.P. Bella Crowley, the great coach who coached not Marta Crowley, Mary Lou Retton, Dominique Luciano, and the girls to the medals?
What's the third option?
I don't know what the third option is, Oscar. That's what my question is. How do we there we go. There we go,
Respectfully,
Nisha. Are we gonna angelify him? Are we gonna angelify him?
a martyr. He died for his sport.
Okay, let's have this conversation here. Is Bella Caroli the villain, or was it always Marta?
Why do you have to
Wow.
pick
Okay.
one?
How do we think USA Gymnastics is going to handle this? Are they going to angelify him, or are they going to?
Oh, yes, yes, they are. 100%.
You see a movie coming down, the Bella Caroli movie?
Not necessarily, but like I think people are literally just gonna like make a point of like USAG is gonna make a point in different ways of like like giving him memory, like and just talking about these good, just sharing these good stories, I guess. That's what they are, right? I don't know if they're facts, but they're stories.
I don't know.
Or are they, do you think they're gonna be like careful? What does that say if USAG like doesn't really acknowledge it?
I think that's their best course of action.
I'm sure there's someone suggesting that there, but like, yeah. I don't know. I think I sound pretty cynical. What are you thinking about? Are you having thoughts right now? Or are you just lost in? Are you lost in thought? It looks like you're lost in thought.
I am lost in thought because I'm just like, A, how are people gonna spend this? B, this is a great time for me to leave Twitter. That's all I'm thinking about. Like, bitch, you want to leave Twitter now, bitch, and then this is the shit that's for the pop off, bitch. But it's like, even me as a,
Well, you have the Loves
oh yeah,
Gymnastics. Everyone go.
I'm gonna go there.
Everyone go. What can they do? Can they follow them?
Yeah. Um,
The Twitter.
my thing is, even as a fan, I don't really know how I feel about this. It's not like I'm like, it's not the same way I felt about John Getter, where I'm like, burn in hell forever or rest in hell. It's more like I really wish people could have got their justice while you were alive. But now that after they did, I bet you every damn, oh yeah, he's a horrible person. He did this. He slapped this girl. He threw this girl up the side. Like, ah,
That's a good point.
because he's dead now. So, well, when Martyr died, then they could really go after them. But Oscar, what happened to Oscar? What happened to the good sister Oscar? Ooh, that's hard. I don't know how I feel about this, you guys. It's such a. I legitimately feel two ways. It's like the legacy of the Carolis. R.I.P. Bella Crowley. That's how I feel. R.I.P. I don't know. R.I.P. Bella Crowley. John Perry, that is so horrible. He did not go to see. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Here goes the good sis. Oops, hold on. Daughter,
Hi, sorry, I went outside.
it's Gucci. I just went on a whole 5 minute rant on how I feel about Bella Crowley. How do you feel?
Oh, really? I'm bummed I missed that.
The conclusion was I feel like R.I.P. Bella Crowley. I don't know if I feel like I don't feel like it was for like John Getter where I feel like burn in hell forever, rest in hell, John Getter. Like I did a whole video with that was like rest in hell, John Getter. I don't feel that, but I also don't like I don't wish ill on him. I'm so sorry. I know like he never did. I don't wish ill on him. He was such a even though I
What
was never his.
what ill are you worried people would wish on him now that he's dead? To tarnish his name, his reputation?
Yeah, I mean it's already tarnished, but
I feel like he did that himself. So, like, nothing's really changed in that way for me
I
personally.
feel like now that he's deceased, I feel like a lot of people are going to come out with a lot of allegations that they would have not came out with while he was alive.
Yeah, I heard you say that, and I think you're right. That makes sense. And it's too bad that he won't be alive. if that were, I guess, to give more closure, I don't know, to the people he abused or mistreated.
Yeah,
Because then they could have the opportunity maybe to confront him. But that's a big difference. John Getter took away that opportunity.
I agree, Nisha. I feel one level up from indifference, but I don't feel. It's not like I feel sadness, but I also don't feel joy either.
Well, should we keep doing the list? Or do you have
Yeah,
more?
let's move back to the list because ooh, that was just
Wait, let's give it 5 more minutes.
okay. What do you want to talk about in these 5 minutes?
Do you think has anyone seen Marta Caroli since 2016 in the US?
No, not me.
Is she gonna reappear, do you think?
She would have to for the funeral.
Unless it's like a private funeral in Hungary with no media.
Possible.
Yeah, I'm like I would be surprised if she does reappear.
Do you think she'll be bold enough to go to a gymnastics competition again?
I don't maybe if they're honoring Bella, but that seems really far-fetched coming out of my that sounds far-fetched coming out of my mouth, and I don't feel like she has an interest beyond that. I don't in going to a gymnastics meet in the US.
You don't think she still have a slight enjoyment of gymnastics, or has gymnastics just become that?
I think it's more likely that we'll see her next at an Olympics in the stands during gymnastics. So yeah, that's what you asked. Though. You just asked about a meet. You didn't ask about American domestic meet.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I don't think she's America, but
That's
you
where my
know,
mind went when you posed the question.
I don't think Mama's coming to it. I'll be right back. Speak to the key for Oscar.
2024 was a hot ass mess, Brody says. I hope next year is better.
Brody!
The Carolis built up American gymnastics. Let's keep it real. Yes, let's not take away from their accomplishments. I feel Marta still watches gymnastics on the low. I wouldn't be surprised. But I bet I would be surprised at which team she enjoys, like she roots for. Why do I feel like she doesn't root for the US or Romania? Someone I didn't put on my list that you're not gonna find on my list, but I want to mention is Melanie de Jesus dos Santos from France. You won't find her on my list, but she was a great gymnast to watch this quad, and she had a big impact, I think, on the community. Were there any other commits? that anyone knows about recently? I saw Lai Bui from Gage is going to Florida. Um, Amelia Disidori from Gage is also going to Florida finally. With I think that's where his sister went. Um,
I'm bad.
Hi. I think they're Swedish. These two gymnasts are training double doubles, which I'm like, it's getting me really excited, even though I don't expect to see them compete. Tanya Paulson, who we mentioned earlier, and Jennifer Williams. And I think they're both committed to NCAA schools, if not the same school.
One gymnast that you will not find on my list but has a huge impact is Gabby Douglas. Um, so are we back to the list now?
Truthfully, my list is inside, and I have another minute outside, selfishly.
um,
But if you want to go, what number were we at? I
I
did
think we're
Shoko
at,
Miyata, and then who was your last one?
I think we're at 12 because I don't. Cause I remember I cheated for my 13th, so I think I'm at 12. So for my number 12 gymnast, my Oscar is outside. So I can explain for a minute. Um, would be Kalia Nimore. Um, her impact to A, African gymnastics, B, to for standing up for yourself in gymnastics, C, for not putting up with your country's bullshit, and D, her bar routine innovation. She can Mama said, damn a toe layout to Kachev, damn a starter layout to Kachev, damn a free hip layout to Kachev. Mama said, I'm going to give you girls an in bar laid out to Kachev, which is insane.
Do you know anyone who's even trained that prior to her?
No. Hell, the girl is still trying to get the damn free hip version and the damn free hip and the starter version names. Like,
Right, there were a lot of people. I think Morgan Hurd, Shilese Jones, Sane Wevers, and then Zhang Yihan. She got it named after her this year, right?
no, I don't think they gave her credit for it at the Olympics. Unless she got it named after her at one of these World Cups that I don't remember.
That's what I meant. It was prior to the Olympics.
Uh, maybe. I don't remember, but I think so. I mean, I think what you're saying sound correct. I just don't remember. Do you think they will ever be allowed to compete internationally again? The Russians, um, yeah, with Donald Trump and hell, yeah, I better hope that Americans don't get banned from their own Olympics with their fucking around with Donald Trump. Has that ever happened? Has any country ever been banned from their own home Olympics?
Not that I know of.
What do they do in that situation? Do they move the Olympics to somewhere else?
I, I, yeah, I wonder if there even is a protocol.
Because what if Trump started to help Putin at his war in Ukraine, let's say the week of the 2022 Winter Olympics, causing the American, I mean, 2020, what would that be, six?
Mm-hmm.
Winter Olympics, causing the Americans to get banned. It's too late to move the Olympics at that point. What happens? Yeah, Nisha, Morgan Hurd retired.
Who knows where the 2026 Olympics are taking place?
The Winter Olympics? Is it in America too?
I don't know. It was a genuine question.
Uh,
I can look it up, but I thought someone might know.
is it going to be? Where the hell would they host the Winter Olympics? Is it somewhere in Canada?
I have no idea. Nothing is coming to my mind. I can make a guess. I would guess. um, I don't know. Could Chile host on a Winter Olympics? Or
Does it get cold like that in Chile?
well, there it gets high altitude, so parts of it have snow, I think. But I don't know if it's a large enough area to have the Olympics. Uh, or okay, one more guess would be maybe RJ says Italy. Okay, that was in my mind.
Oh, that would make sense.
The last Italian Olympics were oh well I don't know all the Winter Olympics, but I do know I think there was one in 2006. I know a lot of the Summer Olympics locations.
I mean, it's the Winter Olympics. There's only so many spots in the world you can hold that bitch.
I guess. I don't know. But I definitely feel like they don't consider every place they could have it equally.
Yeah, like why would you bring the Winter Olympics to Miami for it never gets cold?
Well, who's
Like
suggesting that? No one's suggesting.
I would. I'd be like, bring it to Miami, bitch. Let's
That
create
makes
some.
no sense. It makes no
I know.
sense.
Maybe you could do it in Denver.
Yeah, I feel like the US gets Winter Olympics more than Summer Olympics. Um, but I feel like the same kind of places, more or less, same continents, same countries, same cities get selected more than other places. There's more to say about that. That's just an
Well,
idea.
they select Salt Lake, Utah, a lot for the Winter Olympics because I know the next Winter Olympics is going to be in Salt Lake again.
Exactly, exactly. And Los Angeles, how long ago was that? 40 years.
Yes.
Um, my number 13 gymnast is Flavia Saraiva from Brazil. Flavia won a lot of medals this quad. She won some all around medals too. She won gold on bars. Or no, she did not. She won the all around. Her team won gold, and she won gold on beam at 2022 Pan Am Champs. She won the silver on floor that year. The next year in 2023, she went to the Pan Am Games and won silver with her team in the all arounds on beam, on floor, a bronze on bars as well. Later in the year 2023 Worlds, silver with her team, and her first individual world medal on floor, a bronze medal. Then at the Olympics, she gets a bronze with her team. It was really satisfying to see her win all these medals after being such a great gymnast for so long, but not getting the results that were deserved, in my opinion.
Number, what number did you just say?
Oh, I think I said it wrong. That was supposed to be 12.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. My number 11 gymnast is going to be Ondine or Champion. And the reason why I'm picking Ondine as my number 11 gymnast is she tried a very unique skill on being that on her looked horrible. But I can imagine one of these little Chinese girls doing it and they would slay the house down. I could imagine Suni doing it and Suni would slay the house down. Hell, I could imagine, mm, nah, Leanne's wouldn't look that good. Who else got really good ring leap? Flavia.
Well, you
I could,
didn't describe the move.
oh, it's standing sideways on the beam. It's doing a ring jump with a half turn, which is
Did she turn before or after she split?
somewhere in the middle. It was horrible, but
Who could do that well?
hey Johnny, yes, Johnny, we will start going live more again. We're just in a mid-season hiatus right now. Starting in December when NCAA starts to ramp back up, we will start ramping back up.
I think Xiao Qiwen could do a pretty one of those because she just gets great height on her leaps. Maybe Jessica Gadarova.
No. But the thing is, I don't understand why Ondine just didn't just do a regular half like ring jump. I don't think that's in the code of points on the side, and I think that still would be an E without the half turn.
Are you sure that's not what she did or tried to do?
Uh, okay. I remember her doing a turn on the skill, so no, I think she tried to do it with a half turn. I wish I could show y'all the video evidence, but YouTube is not going to gather me for this damn stupid jump. But
We'll post it on Twitter. I'll
the
post it
love
on Twitter on the Loves Gymnastics Twitter page.
podcast, yes.
Ondine also did this combo I didn't care for, but was still really impressive. She did a side aerial, held her leg into a switch ring, then connected that to a split ring jump.
Your
Do
mama
you
tried it, and then she had some very unusual combinations on bars that was winning her a lot of World Cup medals.
I don't recall her having difficult combinations on bars. That's what you said?
I say unique.
What was she
I,
doing?
I don't remember either, but I remember she won a World Cup medal on bars. So I'm like, oh, Ondine. Okay. I think she was doing this the damn what was a one of those something with a half turn catching in dead hang trying to throw a yesterday out of it.
She won. She at every meet she competed in 2024, she won a medal on bars.
Yeah.
And I thought that bars was her weak event. I mean, it still might be, but she went to the Cairo World Cup and she won a bronze medal. And then she went to English Championships, won a silver, and British championships and won gold, and that was her season. Do you think she would have medaled at the Olympics?
No. I think she would have been in contention for a bronze and maybe even all around.
Do you think she would have been the star if she was there, but Jessica was still injured?
Yes.
Oh,
Will Russia be back in competition internationally? No. No time soon. Not until they stop going to war with Ukraine.
people,
And then even
people have finally, I mean, this is for me, not for everyone, of course. On my Twitter, I feel like less people are talking about it. So I feel like it's like kind of like dust is settling a little bit. Like from my perspective, people aren't. Are people still fighting for it to be overturned, their ban?
they still have little.
Or
It's
is it
not
a
like
people, of course, are saying Russia should be the ban should be lifted, like on Twitter, but like, are people still fighting legally or whatever?
yes. I think there. Yes, a war, active war is still going on in Ukraine.
So Russia is
For
not accepting the ban.
no,
Okay.
I think. Hell, I'm not sure what the hell Russia got going on. To be honest, I don't think they give a damn at this point. They're like, okay. Um, it really hurts Russia more with their figure skating teams and their because figure skating is a big thing over there in Russia.
They're letting all the other girls have their day, win their medals at these figure skating championships. When it used to be Russia would sweep the podium and no one else could have a medal.
Absolutely. Um,
Like 2021 was kind of like that for gymnastics, but at the World Championships, but then it really didn't last beyond that. Because I feel like Russia wouldn't have stood up as well as the level of competition rose in 2022. Okay, should I keep going?
yes.
Number 11, Alice Kinsella from GB, Team GB.
I would both put somebody from GB at 11.
Oh, because you're going first, right?
Yes, I went Odin and then you went Alice.
And that was year 11. Okay. So Alice also won a lot more medals in this Paris quad than she did in the Tokyo quad, which she competed in as well. She won the gold with her team at 2022 Commonwealth Games. She went to Euros in 2022 and won silver medals with her team and in the all around. Oh, sorry, she also won a gold on floor at the Commonwealth Games in 2022. 2023 Euros, she won gold with her team. GB won Euros. I think that was the first time. She won silver on floor. 2024 Euros, she won silver with her team and a bronze in the all arounds. In the 2022 Worlds, going back, she won a team silver as well. She was uh, GB needed her in the end, even though she didn't start out the season as their most desirable gymnast.
I mean, they had nobody else but Alice and a bunch of new people. Like, and they still almost
But also,
and I
Alice made all of these teams, like, because the Gadarovas and like Ondine kind of there were times when they weren't competing to both of them. I don't know.
yes, and I think Alice still probably would have made the team, just not as an all arounder.
Sure. I mean, situation by situation, it might be different because she was on so many teams. But yeah. I can see that being the case for some of them, if not all of them.
Yeah, like I could see for Alice, like the ultimate. I'm not gonna say the ultimate goal for Alice, but GB would like to use Alice for just to do bars and beam, and then have Jennifer Grover do vault and Flora.
Which is crazy
Uh,
because she's winning all those medals on floor. She won the most individual medals on floor, and then
I
a Euros in Commonwealth, and she has the good DTY on vault.
I know. See, the thing with Alice is
Mother.
she is, but the ultimate goal would be for Jessica Gadarova and Undine to be the two all arounders. With maybe she would be the third all arounder. Maybe she would be the third backup all arounder with Becky Downey to do bars and Jennifer Gadarova to do the other three events.
Do you see what's holding Jennifer Getter over from being a better all rounder?
Bars.
So do you think that Jennifer could be um, where does Jennifer rank on Team GB as an all rounder now and at her best from what she could build to from here, you think?
At her best, she was probably better than her sister.
No, but you think she can get to that good at this point in time?
I haven't seen her do a bar routine in so long. I don't
She
know.
did one at the first meet back, and it was like an 8 something or something. I don't think I'm exaggerating. Which is fine. She was like laughing about it. It's not important, but I'm just wondering if you think that she could actually get good enough at this point in time, moving forwards, not looking backwards at what she has done or has been at. Could she like beat Alice or Becky Downey for that all around third all around spot? Or is she kind of is are you writing her off? No, you're not writing her off. I'm joking.
I and this is I'm not sure.
You know, it doesn't matter for her because she's not making the team to be an all arounder.
But
But
she could.
mm-hmm.
See, the thing is with her, like the thing that really bumped Jessica Gadarova up, in my opinion, is when she was hurt. Every time she gets hurt, she work on her weaknesses to turn her weaknesses into strengths. Right. The thing with Jennifer is she get hurt so damn often that she never has that ability. Like she never could catch back up on bars because she's always fucking hurt. She never could catch back up on beam because she's always fucking hurt. Like
Okay, inconclusive, I guess, for
it
now.
can, yeah, that's just like saying
I
if
think
Becky
she's trying to train or compete this season, 2025. So we'll just have to wait and see, right?
that's just like if Becky Downey could really do her DTY again, she probably would do.
Great point.
But is that really gonna happen? Could it happen? Yes. Is it? I don't know. If
Do
she
you think
tried it
that's her
and busted,
most important upgrade for an all around? More than like upgrading her beam dismount?
she needs to downgrade her beam dismount. Actually,
So what? It's a 1.5, a backwards 1.5 right now.
oh, I thought she was still trying to do a double pike off a beam. Okay, for whatever reason, I kept
I
I
think
remember.
she was training that in video she shared, and then she competed this 1.5 all season.
Hey, I don't understand why if you can do a double pike and it's low, right? Why not just do a double tuck? It's only worth a tenth less, but they always go from double pike to something weird. Sunni Soli.
I believe that it's easier to do a pike a double pike than double flip for some gymnasts.
That yeah, that's true.
It doesn't mean they're gonna land with their chest up or anything, but
Oh yeah, maybe for some people like with Suni in her tuck position, it's just a built-in landing low chest reduction. The way they does it, they do it.
whose
Okay,
whose double tuck is worse? No, I can't. That's so dis. I love Suni Sali. I
she
don't
knows she
think
has.
her double tuck was bad in 2019. Do you?
Um, she was landing it slightly with her chest down. She just had more control over it than she did later on.
Hmm. Well, we know who had a really bad double tuck.
Ooh, ooh, Kim Zemesto, Svetlana Boganskaya,
No, she's a lot younger than that.
Morgan.
No, no.
I wonder who the comment section is saying.
It's also your turn with the list. I think you're at number 10.
My number 10 most impactful gymnast of this squad is, and the only reason she's so low is because this is like a yeah, duh moment. Rebecca Andrade. I mean, the vault heard around the world, the technique, the power, the block of her challenge. Like, she
This is good because the end of your list will be more suspenseful. We won't expect it.
the technique. Just, I mean, she basically were doing all the exact same routine she was doing last Olympics. Maybe changing some of the dance combinations to make the routines, worth more. But she did not add not one thing. But did she add anything at all? This she teased a lot, but she added very little in competition.
No, she added wait, didn't she add something on floor? She added her Gojian.
Yeah, that did never happen. That never happened. She did a Mustafina, which was beautiful.
She did the same tumbling in 2021 and 2024.
Hmm.
Is her tumbling is it harder than Jade Carey's at either Olympics?
No. Damn, I'm still stuck on who have a really bad double tuck. Hold on. It's not Simone. It's not Jordan. It's not Jade. Who is it? Tell me. I don't know.
I can tell you in private.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I'll tell you if you guess it.
Are they American?
Mm-hmm.
You said uh-huh.
Yeah. Listen, if it's not coming to you, it's not coming to you. It
Yeah,
shouldn't
I
it
guess
shouldn't take this long.
Charlize.
No, never. I need to remember what Charlize's full in off of Beam looks like. The one she did at like a podium training, not at her gym.
And they are America. They have a really horrible double tuck. Gosh, I really. Ooh. Okay, it's gonna bypass me because I don't know.
Oh well. Whose turn is it? Is it your turn?
Is it my turn? What was the last person you just said?
I said Alice and then you said Rebecca, right?
Yeah, so it's your turn.
Okay, I put for 10 Xiao Tiyuan from China. Um, she won a few medals this quad. She only turned a senior in 2023, so she didn't get to participate in all of it. But the medals she won were pretty valuable, pretty precious. So she won at 2023 Asian Championship. She won gold with her team in the all around and on bars. And then at 2023 Worlds, she won gold on bars and she was a world champion. And at the Olympics in 2024, she won a silver on bars. So she's a joy to watch. I was like considering if I liked her routine or Lore's bar routine more, who I mentioned earlier at 15, but what put Xiao over in my mind is she has the in bars as well. Like Lore had the Komova, but she didn't have an in bar full or an in bar Pike Tkachev or yeah, but she still had the E pirouettes, the laid out Jaeger, the Downey, the great form, the great handstands. She has some of the best handstands of this quad for me. Her consistency and control and angles. And that's just her bars. She's an all arounder too. She was fourth at Worlds.
At number, that was your interviewer.
Yes,
At number 9,
that's right.
at number 9 for me, it is going to be my homegirl, my friend, my personal favorite gymnast of this squad, Sky Blakely, who, because of her charm, changed the projection of this whole Olympic. Like when Mama, y'all, none of y'all thought that girl was gonna make this Olympic team until y'all saw that charm. And then not only did y'all think she was gonna make the Olympic team, y'all
Well,
expected
would she have made the? Maybe they still think that she wouldn't have made the team without the chop.
if you didn't think she was gonna make the Olympic team, you are blind, deaf, and stupid. That pushed Jay Carey off of the team. I'm so sorry, Jay. You wasn't going to the Olympics, girl.
But like, how can you criticize people saying she wasn't gonna make the team before she competed the Chung if they don't think that she would make the team without the Chung? Why do you think she would have made it without the Chung?
She made the team every other year this quad without the charm. Why? What was different?
Did she make 20? She was at 2023 Worlds, that's right. And she competed bars, right?
She competed bars because she flopped her beam routine so hard in qualification. But they should have used that girl on bar on beam in team finals. I don't know why they tried it.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did she say whether she wanted to go or up or not?
I can't tell, but they had Charlize who was on fire at that Worlds, and they had Simone. I don't remember who else they used. Oh, they used Leanne, and Leanne fell. So,
Yeah, but I'm curious if that was Sky's decision. She said, I don't want to go up.
oh, if Sky, I'm so sorry, RJ. Sky would have definitely pushed Jordan, Paisley, and Jade off. Like if Sky and Charlize would have been healthy, neither one of them, all three of them names would have not been on this team. They were. This would have been a completely different team, actually, because it would have been Simone, Charlize. It would have been the Simone Charlize show. Suni would have just been there. Sky would have did Beam and Vault. And they might have let Sky do the all around. Actually, I don't know. It would have been a very different team.
Um,
Actually, I don't think Leanne is retired from the league. I think she's going to try for the 2025 World Championship team.
don't
Okay,
tell Leanne what to do, please.
so my number 9 gymnast was Sky Blakely. Who is your number 9 gymnast?
I have Manila Esposito from
Yeah.
Italy. She went to 2023 Euros, but I think she went to 2022, or she was a senior in 2022. Didn't win any major medals internationally that I know of, but she won silver in the team and on beam. And then at 2024 Euros this year, she won 4 gold medals with the team, the all around beam and floor. And super impressive performance. And then at the Olympics, she won silver with her team and a bronze on the balance beam, which was a historic medal for Italy, I think. I think both of those medals were historic in different ways. So happy to have her on the list here. I
RJ
feel like
says
she could be a little higher, maybe, but I don't know. RJ
she's higher on
says.
my list. She's in the top 3 on my list. So at number 8, to me, one of the most innovative, most original, most impactful gymnasts of this squad is da, 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 Alice. Oh my god, I want to always call her Alice. Alice D'Amato.
Oh my
Well,
gosh, we both have her at the same spot.
oh, oh. What Alice D'Amato has done for Italian gymnastics, and for it to be Alice, not Asia, for it to be Alice, not Manila, for it to be Alice, not Georgia Villa, but
Mm,
Alice
mm.
D'Amato, the lesser sister, the other DiMaggio sister, the one that everybody used to be like, hmm,
She
she's
did
not.
what Martina Maggio could not, what Vanessa Ferrari could not do.
Period. That girl went to the Olympics, and some can argue, I would never make this argument, that she was robbed of her all around bronze medal. Some can argue, I definitely would make this argument. I think she beat Suni on bars finals. I'm so sorry, Suni. I love you down, but I think I think that girl was robbed. But she mama said, fuck them bronze medals, girl. Y'all can have them because I got the gold on beam. Her worst event of them all. Imagine being a gymnast and you win a gold medal at the Olympic Games on your worst event. Not on bar, not on floor. Well, you don't do two vaults, so vault was never an option. But not on bars, not on floor, on beam. The event that you never used to even were allowed to do in team finals because it used to be your worst event.
It's such a glow up, a feel good story. And she also
So,
won tons of medals, the squad. She won gold with her team at 2022 Mediterranean Games. At Euros in 2022, she won gold with her team and a silver on bars. At 2023 Euros, she was the European champion on bars. She won a silver with her team and a bronze in the all-arounds. At Euros this year in 2024, she won the team final with her team, and she was the silver medalist in the all-arounds. And then she won the silver medal with her team at this year's Olympics, and she was the Olympic champion on balance beam, as we said. So
yeah,
back to you.
like,
You had to go again because that's who I had.
okay. And let me think real quick. Because, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I don't have an actual list. So, you know me talking.
Don't leave anyone important out.
I know. So, my number 7 gymnast is going to be, and I'm not going to try to say her name because I'm tired of jacking up these Asian girls' names, but the young lady who is the Olympic silver medalist on bar, um, her bar routine is really, to me, I know y'all love Kalia Nemore, and I love Kalia Nemore too, but I just think that bar routine is so much more superior than Kalia's at its potential maximum. It's so beautifully done. And then what Mama did for me this year is she said, "Oh, yes, I'm great on bars too, but I'm also great on beam." And Mama just gave us some really beautiful beam routines this year, like just gorgeous double bites off of beam, just gorgeous backhand spring Arabians, just ring leaps to the down, just oh, I just love her gymnastics, and I hope she doesn't retire. That's my number 7. Oscar. Oscar, are you there? Are you on mute? We can't hear you, girl. Is it still going? Ain't nothing happening. I don't know what's happening.
Hi, sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, okay, guys. I was so scared.
Do you think
Okay.
that Xiao Tion can upgrade her ball?
She definitely would need to try at least your Chinko soup 1.5 or something. But
I can't imagine her doing a soup one half. Or it makes me laugh trying to think of it. Because I feel like it's just usually the people who do that are like powerful vaulters, right? Not like all around gymnasts who are weak on vault. Well, I guess the Chinese have some like a doubled a Zemolochikova. That's a really hard vault.
so who do you have at number 7?
At 7, I put Kalian Namor from Algeria, who you had on your list. She was a senior in 2022, so she could be even higher on this list for multiple reasons, but one of which being that she wasn't able to compete in 2022 because she was switching federations, or y'all know this story, or maybe you don't. I don't know. I should tell it, but I'm feeling a bit lazy to not recap that. But well, she was the French Federation. I'll say that is who was stopping her from competing when she switched to Algeria. So in 2023, she went to African Championships. She won the all around. She won gold, and then she also won bronze with her team. At 2023 Worlds, she won the silver on bars, and this year, 2024 Olympics, she won the gold on bars, as Michaela said earlier. Insane connections, effortless connections. Yeah, she's she's great. You can't be understated. Can't be overstated. Is that what I meant?
At number 6 for me.
Oh, can I just say one more thing?
No, go ahead.
I enjoyed that she, even if like I don't know that her performances re reflected the score she was given, in my opinion, like I enjoyed that she was good competition in the all-around final at the Olympics and World Championships to a lesser extent the year prior. Like she was leading Simone, I think, after two or three rotations, if that's right. Is that right? Or was it Suni that she was leading? I think she
I
was
don't.
leading both of them. I think it was like, yeah, I think she
Yeah, because
was.
Simone had fell off a bar, so yeah, she probably was.
I think Simone was in third or fourth going into, or maybe she was in, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Kalia was in first or second after two or three rotations. And that was exciting. It was like when Aaliyah was ahead of Simone after two rotations in Rio.
At number 6 for me, this quad, the number 6 gymnast who has had the most impact on this sport. It has raised her country's gymnastics profile exponentially is Hillary Haran. Um,
Yes!
from the first time I saw Mama throw that Rudy at, I don't know if it was a Pan American Games or a Pan American Championships, but I'm like, what? And then she was the first person other than Simone Biles to do the bows at a major competition. So yeah, I have to give it to Mama. Mama ate this quad. Mama ate. Mama really put her name out there.
And Michaela, she got the Heron named after her.
Yes, after how could I forget that? After all these years, we've been waiting to do. Some people call it a 1.5 twisting double back. I like to call it a 1.5 twisting Arabian double front. But however you want to call it, she got it named after. Did it once, never did it again.
Wait, what was the first thing that you mentioned about her? I've literally already forgotten.
Her Rudy vault.
Mm-hmm. There was something else about her that I.
She was the first person other than Simone Biles to do a Biles at a major competition.
Oh, but do you remember that moment? Was it in 2023? That brief moment where we had, or I don't know, maybe it wasn't a moment, but it felt like there was a moment where you had Jocelyn Robertson, and Carla Navas, Hillary's teammate from Panama, both doing the Mustafna vaults, the Yurchenko
Yeah.
half on front full off,
Hmm.
after like no one doing that since like Isbasha in
But
2012.
even when Jocelyn was doing the okay, wait, got the golf. But when she was doing that ball, it used to be so underscored. You remember, like, why is Daryl scoring that ball so low?
It was like outscoring some of the. I feel like it was like getting what the DTYs were getting, which and it was like worth 2/10 more, right?
Yeah. But then when she started just doing an extra half turn more, she started getting like a whole like 3 or 4 tenths of a points more for no reason. Like,
I I think Jocelyn's Chung was so overscored at the end of the 2024 season. After, like, I know it improved compared to earlier in the season, but what they actually ended up scoring was just like too high.
yeah, 'cause what Jocelyn was like doing was like a baby version of Rebecca. Like, Jocelyn really was trying to do Rebecca's technique, but she did not have the block power
Is
or
Sky
capability.
Blakely not trying to do Rebecca's technique?
Yeah, Sky does it not as well as Rebecca, but she does a good job at that technique. The way most people used to do the chunk is the Maria Pacinko way of chunking that shit to the floor.
How does Suni do it? What's her technique?
Sooney tries to be another baby Rebecca.
What about Angelina?
Mama's just hoping and praying she hit that. There's no technique. It's just all chunk.
The only other Chung I can think of, there's Jade Carey, there's Shallon Olsen. Who else is a
Yeah,
Chung?
they got this cheat and block.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then Simone has her own technique on it. Like,
Well, Simone is not gonna do like a banana shape, really.
no.
So she's really good at like keeping a straight body line, more or less, I would say. But not, she's not really like piked or hollow. I don't know.
The weird thing about Simone technique though on it is like she's not getting the most height in the world. She's making it long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like I've never seen anybody else do it the way Simone does it. Maybe Simone does hers the way
But that's
Chung.
the Zamaripa.
No. Mm,
Yes.
but with actual power. Okay. I was gonna say she does it like Chung Fei, but like she has more power than Chung Fei, so it looks different. Because
I
the way
think
Chung,
Chung Fei's block is more skewed,
so you would say Chung Fei has the more Jade carry technique.
but with better leg form.
Yeah,
Better everything form.
clearly, but
Wait, who's your next person?
whatever are we? You never said your number six.
No, I did. It was just someone you had already said, so it wasn't interesting. It was Kaylee Namor.
Uh. So
I
we're
think
at top.
I have one, two, three, four, five, six left. Is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's your turn because I'm at number five now. My number six was
Who was your last gymnast?
Oh God, we got stuck on this chain conversation. I don't remember. My number six was um, Hillary Haran, and that's how we got stuck on this chain conversation.
Oh yeah, what do you mean chain? Like or like connected like a chain?
No, we got stuck on a Chong. Who had the better
Oh, the
Chong?
Chong, the Chong, the Chong. I wasn't sure. Okay, so my number six is Jade Carey, who we were just talking about. Jade won real medals, not fake medals. This quad, she was the world champion on vault, the world champion with her team in 2022, and she also picked up a bronze on floor with a subpar routine. In 2024, this year, she went to the Olympics and she became an Olympic champion for the second time with her team, and she picked up a bronze medal on the vaults. Yeah, those are the results speak for themselves. Number six, Jay Carey.
My number five most impactful gymnast of this squad is Jordan Child.
Oh my gosh, me too.
The Jordan's impact, like Jordan has always been a gymnast there. People knew she was there, but like this go round, she really has elevated her brand, elevated her level. Like she's a household name in gymnastics, and it's because of her collegiate and like I think more than even Jade, Jordan is the face of college slash elite level gymnast, and you can do both at the same time and still be successful. Um, Jordan's floor choreography. I'm so sorry. Jordan stepped her P word up this year and really put in some really amazing, inspirational floor exercise routines that I think will always go down like as like things like that Lizzo routine is one of the best routines ever.
Do you like that one more than the one she did this year?
Yes, by a lot. Um,
I need to rewatch it.
so
Was
yeah,
it
my
this?
number five.
Was it the same routine? Because she did Elite and NC2A that year, right?
Yes,
So was it the same routine all year, 2022?
yes.
Okay.
But her best routine was the damn salt and pepper routine that she couldn't use in the league. But we got a whole year of NCAA gymnastics in that damn salt and pepper routine.
What year was that?
2023.
Oh my. Okay. I've seen them all. I just can't. I haven't watched them recently, and I remember liking them.
Who are your number five gymnast? Is it Jordan again?
Yeah, it's Jordan. I wasn't lying.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to
The
get
other,
my camera on, but I don't know how to turn it on.
uh,
Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, Jordan, in case you forgot, she won a gold with her team at 2022 Worlds, this quad. She also won two silvers on vault and floor for herself. And then at Pan Am's the next year in 2023, Pan Am Games, mind you, she won gold with the team, silver on vault, and a bronze in the all around. This year at the Olympics, she won gold with her team and a bronze medal on floor.
period.
Number five, Jordan Childs.
My number four most impactful gymnasts of this quad is Angelina Melnikova. Angelina, with no Russian, with no Russians being there, gave us my favorite Fleur exercise routine of this quad. Mama ate down with that Lady Gaga routine. She told all them other girls, F you with those damn Beyonce routines. She sat up there to Brazil and said, look, sis, you and that horrible ass Britney Spears routine. I'm going to show y'all how to eat some floor music up. And Mama gave us, again, in my opinion, my favorite floor exercise routine of this squad. At number four, we have Angelina Melnikova.
Why would you put her on this list or so high if she only competed once last quad? That's not right, but she only competed once this
That
quantum year.
floor routine
That's according
was
to
so
your rule.
impactful to this sport that she deserves to be number four.
It was what to this sport?
So impactful to this sport with her beautiful dance, choreography, and movement. She deserves to be at number four.
Okay, when you were watching her routine, how did you feel?
Gagged.
And
I'm still gagged watching she did it a couple of times this year, and not all of them was like as good as that first original time, man. Like Mama ate that routine down. Like everything was perfect. Like it was, whew, that was gymnastics. That was gymnastics.
I know it was really good.
Who was number four for you? Oh no. I gotta wait till he comes back. He's back. Hold on. 24 karat. Oh. Geez. And he's back with his camera.
I wanted to try to get on camera.
Yay.
Okay, at number four, I have Jessica Gadarova from Team GB. Jessica won a lot of medals, and a lot of them were golds. She won gold. She won three gold. I'm gonna go a different way about it. She won three consecutive golds on floor at European Championships. Um, she also won silver with her team in 2022 at Euros. 2022 Worlds, she was the floor world champion. She won a bronze in the all around and a silver with her team. And then at 2023 Euros, she won gold with her team in the all around and on floor. Um, she was doing great tumbling, and even though her, I find like her fandom to be a bit toxic, and maybe her scores to be a bit high or like overscored. It's still the flip side, or one of the sides of that is that it's exciting competition because I mean it's scores that count at the end more than performances. So it's raising the bar for the other gymnasts like Rebecca, I guess, and Shilese. Number 4, Jessica Gadarova.
Absolutely. At number 3, as far as impact, now this ain't gonna make no sense to anybody, but it's my list, so this is what we're gonna do. At number 3, we have the GOAT herself, Simone Biles. Now, I know y'all like, Michaela, who is more impactful to this sport than Simone? I hear you and I agree with you, but again, this is my list and I can do what the fuck I want to do. In my opinion, there's two other people that have a bigger impact of the sport in this particular quad. Now, what Simone Biles has done for this sport has been tremendous. What she's done for mental health has been inexplicable. The skills she has given to this sport, this quad, that Yurchenko double pipe, what more can you say? But like, it was spectacular. It was brilliant. It was the moment. It's the hardest piece of gymnastics that we will see from a woman for a very, 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 very long time. Like, I don't see anybody else even trying it for a very, very, very long time. 10 years or longer. Like,
A new generation, not this generation.
it
Because
might
you
be a
need to
couple
you
of
need
people.
to grow up with the mentality that you could even try a skill like that later on, right? That's part of it, I would assume.
Maybe somebody who's 3 years old today and 15 years from now, maybe they'll try it.
Aaliyah Mustafa's daughter, she's the right age. Or Sean Johnson's daughter.
So, ASAT starter, somebody.
Well, they.
Uh,
What was Alicia's problem with Yurchenko's? She was better at front handsprings, right?
I don't think she had an issue with Yurchenko. She was just better at traditional entry vault.
Well, why couldn't she do an Almanar and win a vault
She
medal?
tried. I mean,
She must have the power for it. So
I think it's the twisting ability. Alicia wasn't that great of a twister.
she had a really
Like
nice triple twist.
she did, but she didn't have a double double. She didn't have a full twist and double. She didn't really even have a double layout on floor. I don't think so. It's
How
a
do you
lot
know
of.
that's because she's not a good twister and not like a mental problem, mental block?
I mean, plus the Arminar is a hard vault, like especially for her generation of gymnasts. Like it's not like
But
everybody was.
how embarrassing that Ali was able to do it and she couldn't.
Ali grew up with the mindset she needed to do an Arminar. To Alicia was good with her Rudy. She was like, "I'm good with my Rudy girl."
Alicia would sooner do a yo vault than an Amanar.
Hell, I think it was coming. I think if she would have had time, like if she had to do it and she wouldn't have gotten hurt coming up to 20 between 2011 and 2012, I think it would have been called a ceremony.
Sacrimony or the Atler or the Chuso or the
Well, Vanessa would
Steingruber.
have to do the regular Rudy first. The regular Rudy should be called the Atler,
Oh,
and
she never
then
did it at a FIG event? Because she did it at the American Cup, right? But it wasn't an FIG event at that point. Hmm.
she did it at one American Cup, and they didn't even broadcast it on TV.
But why don't more people call it the Chuso?
I think that she has so many skills named after her on a code of points. It's just easier to call it a Rudy.
I hope it's that and not that like not having to do with like poor um maintenance of the code, you know? I'm wary.
Plus, I really wonder, was Trusavita actually going for a layout 1.5, or was she doing a pike open layout 1.5 like she does most of her pike skills?
Yeah, I mean the judging was different back then, like the subject, the perspective and whatnot. Do you remember that? Like I feel like everyone remembers Ellie Black's Rudy attempt from 2012 London event final. But do you remember her Rudy from qualification and team finals? It was like it was worth rewatching.
Was it good?
I like literally need someone else to tell me if it was good or bad. I don't know.
Because every time I ever seen Ellie Black try the Rudy, she ends up with her ankle broken and she needs to go get surgery.
The one in qualification, she stuck it, but she was stagger landing, and her one of her knees was like touching the ground as she landed. And then the other one in team final, that was like a 14-8 in 2012. And then the team final one, she landed more with her chest up and not her knees, and she like had to take a big step back. And that got like a 15-2-3-3. I want you to watch it and tell me if it's good or not. Because obviously they're like bent knees. And she does pike, but it's also like a Rudy. How many girls are doing a Rudy then at that competition? Only a few.
Perfect. So who's your number three?
uh, it's Shilese Jones. I did not even write out all the medals Shilese won because I just knew it was going to be too many to count because she's just such a great gymnast, and she has been such a um she's been so like clear and thoughtful and outspoken, I feel like, in all of her media this quad. And like I consider her to be like a good someone who would be a good role model for the younger gymnasts to look up to, um on and off of the competition floor. um I love Shilese's skill selection. I like her, what I know about her relationship with her coach, Sarah, and how they're willing to share that with their fans. I was so bummed that Shilese missed Tokyo. That's a huge understatement. I was devastated. And I really hope we get to see her compete a lot this next quad, or as much as she wants to. But I hope she gets put on every single team that she tries for.
I agree. I like that selection. My number two um, most impactful gymnast of this quad would be Becky Downey. Now I know I give Becky Downey so much grief over here about she needs to retire, she needs to be a coach, and this, that, and the third. But I'm not going to discredit what Mike Ashley has done this year, especially this quad with how much adversity the British gymnastics has given her. Like the British gymnastics feel the way I feel and try to tell that girl like, please retire respectfully, girl. And that
You were
girl's like,
like, you need to retire because you're sticking around is hurting the other girls. You're taking away their opportunities.
and British gymnastics feel the same way.
I'm sure they do.
But she keep pushing along, and that's just some. I mean, that's just inspirational to be against your whole gymnastics federation and still be so good on one event that they have no other choice but to always consider you because you're always a threat for a medal on this one event. Like,
And you don't have other options if you want to be competitive. Like, teach some girls good bars if you don't want to put her on your team.
and they try, Georgia may fit in, but it just never.
Right. No, she is the second best bars worker. I, f- I forgot about her though. She should be scoring so much higher than she does. I think she like got a 14 even once this season or something.
Which one, Georgia May?
Yeah, no, Becky scored well, but Georgia May should be scoring higher for her ability.
Georgia May has tons of built-in for tons, just tons. Like,
But don't you think that they could choose a better routine for her?
I think they would like to. I just don't think she has the capability of learning that many skills. I think the skills that she know are the skills that she know, and they just have to work with what she has.
Yeah, I think that it does also seem like she wouldn't really be keen on changing her routine because she wants to do it. It seems like she likes to do what's comfortable with her, which is good.
You know, everybody isn't like Simone and has like this amazing skill set. Like some people, they know two release moves on bars. Those are the only two release moves they're ever going to learn on bars,
She
and
also
they just have.
has two release moves named after her, right?
She truly do. They both are wooden half turn. So, Oscar, who is your second gymnast of this squad? Most
Well,
successful.
I hinted that it would be a predictable ending from my list. So number two, I mean, it's not, that doesn't mean it's without controversy. Everyone has strong feelings about this. But for me, I put number two, Rebecca Andrade. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love Reby.
Dude,
Such a fan
I
of
don't.
her. I don't have a lot
Yeah,
to
I
say.
don't think we name her accomplishments. I think everybody knows her accomplishments. Amazing girl, amazing girl.
Bom dia. What is the other word? It's like no, I thought I knew how to say like kisses, but I just know how to say thank you in Portuguese. Brazil.
My number one most impactful gymnast of this quad is Charlize Jones. I think the way Charlize
Wait.
has.
Oh, so who you're I thought that you said Charlize earlier when I said it. So your number
No,
three
the
was
number three was Simone. My number two is Becky Johnny. My number one is Charlize.
Charlize. Great. Please continue.
Just okay. Yes, she introduced us to the triple L term. I mean, she hasn't introduced it, but you know, she actually did it one time in a competition. And no, she hasn't really innovated any new skills this year. But her impact on the sport, her impact on black gymnastics, her in, her impact on being a boss ass bitch when Simone isn't around, like those years when Simone wasn't here, it was Charlize. It was the Charlize show. Like Charlize was the number one girl in America. Then Simone and Suni came back, and you know, but I definitely think Charlize would have went to the Olympics as the number two girl in America.
Wait, I don't remember why 2022 Charlize would have beat Connor at nationals if she hadn't fallen on bars.
Uh
And
huh.
then okay. So Connor can't touch Charlize. Cause did Sunisa ever beat Charlize? I mean last quad, but not this quad. But they only competed together once at the U.S. Classic, I guess. Or did Charlize go to nationals this year? I thought she got injured at trials. She got injured at nationals. You sure?
She missed nationals
She missed
nursing
nationals because of her back, her shoulder.
her shoulder, and then at trial she hurt her knee.
Ugh. So could like yeah, I'm just trying to figure if anyone could touch Charlize as an all-arounder.
The only person that was gonna touch Charlize was Sky with the Chung, and that's if Sky had one of the better meets of her life.
Yeah. So Connor couldn't beat her because of her bars. Um, I mean, it just comes down to who's a yeah. For in this case, it's who can catch a pace with her on bars. So I guess it could be Gabby also theoretically.
Theoretically, the closest person it would have been Sky or Suni, but then again, Suni.
Melanie was an honorable mention on my list.
Yeah, I just think Sky. Just in hindsight, I think Charlize would have been able to be the second best all arounder if it wasn't for how things played out. But I think Charlize would have.
Okay, so so what could have happened? More than one thing could have happened, but what are some ways it could have gone at the Olympics between Rebecca and Charlize if Charlize had been able to go? Because Rebecca received some of the highest scores she's gotten on balance beam at the Olympics. So like she had never scored that high before, for instance.
Yeah, see, and then that I don't know how they would have scored Charlize being
Or
because it
bars,
was
because she had a new routine.
she had a new routine, but it was what was it worth a six? So if they were scoring Suni like
Well, she got a,
14,
a 15.25 at the Classic.
I think Charlize would have scored somewhere around that score at the Olympics, like a 15-2.
The only two gymnasts broke 15 at the Olympics, right? It was just COT went, and they like went way past it, but no one else touched 15, so that would easily put her as the third best bar worker, I guess. But that's also a domestic score, so I'm wondering if it would have held up at the Olympics.
See, the hard part is because they weren't scoring Suni as high as they scored her at the Olympics at nationals. But then Spoonie kept doing all of these different variations of her routines with different start values. So I'm not sure. But see, I'm thinking Suni was going to score close to a 15 at the Olympics on beam, and it never manifested for her that way, except at that one time in team finals when she scored
I
like a.
remember she scored a 14.6, but you definitely thought she could score like upwards of 15. Like you thought she could beat the Chinese on her best day.
Yeah, and it just never manifested for her that way. So I'm not sure where they would have scored Charlize. I know Charlize would have been above 14, but I'm not sure how high above 14.
And this would have been like, are we even talking about like where she was at US Classic, or like if she had been healthy from 2023 Worlds on and had been able to train all the way to the Olympics, you know?
Yeah, if she would have been healthy from classes on, because at classes, Charlize was like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm number two here, girl. Y'all need to stop carrying on."
Right. But at the trials in podium training, she definitely was not in in as good form.
Well, she was nursing her shoulder, and I guess she was also trying to not to tear her ACL or her knee. Like,
But that's
yeah.
I wanted to note that because I didn't want people to say if she had still made the team with that form, you know, if she hadn't been injured, but she had been nursing those injuries, which had made her in less good form. It would have been a different story.
Yeah, John Perry. I'm sorry, not John Perry. Johnny Pearl. I agree, Johnny Pear. I'm so sorry. I agree that
Absolutely.
if Charlize was there, every medal Fooney won would have been Charlize's medal.
Would Suni would have only competed qualifying in team finals, right?
I don't think Fooney makes the team with Charlize because it's a wasted.
Well, that's a jump, that's further, a step further, step
Because
ahead.
it's. I'm not trying to say it's a wasted opportunity. It's just with a healthy Charlize and Sky Blakely healthy and Simone Biles healthy, Jay Carey probably makes the team. Do
It's
you just need?
Simone, Charlize, Jade,
I'm not sure.
Sky, and
I'm not
Kalia.
sure because again, Jay Carey. I'm not sure because I'm so sorry. I think Taylor DeCello, again, not hurt, makes the team. I think the team would be Simone, Charlize Strong, Sky Blakely, Taylor
Yeah,
DeCello.
I feel like the in retrospect, I didn't feel this way so strongly when it was happening or playing out, but Jordan Childs and Kayla DiCello have such similar strengths and weaknesses in terms of events. They're really, I feel like Kayla would have taken Jordan off that team.
Jordan would have been off that team with Scott Blakely
Well, more than one gymnast would have been off the team.
because it's so hard. Because it's so hard. Okay, because let's just assume. Oh wait, so your first gymnast is Simone Biles, right? Do we have to?
Yeah, no, we've done this before with John when John was on the show.
So just in hindsight and retrospect, it's just hindsight is 2020. Simone, Charlize, Scott Blakely on the team. Simone and Charlize are definitely doing the all around. Sky is definitely doing vault and beam and bars. Mm, mm. Do you want to use Scott Blakely in the all around or not?
Wait, what is the team? Is the team, how many girls is this?
Okay,
Simone, Charlize,
because to me it's
Jade,
I'm not sure if Jade makes the
Sky. Wait, let me just
I'm
say it
not,
out loud. Sky, and then Suni. Did I forget anyone?
that's the team that everybody assumed that should have been the team. Oh no, Oscar. Okay, let me not go against the grain.
Wait,
So,
I can't hear you.
can you
Hang
hear
on, I
me?
think it's me. But give me a minute. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all?
Uh,
Can y'all hear me in the chat? If y'all can hear me in the chat, press one or something.
sorry. Okay, say something.
Something, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. Okay, everybody said they can hear. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. Um,
Oops.
so the team. Okay, so Simone definitely is making the team. That's not even a question, right? Charlize, if she's not hurt, is definitely making the team. That's not in question, right? Sky Blakely, if she's not hurt, she's definitely making the team. Those three gentlemen are not in question, right? It's the last two spots that's the question marks, right?
Why is
Sunni doesn't make
wait, why is Jade why is Sky Blakely on the team over Jade Carey?
Sky beat her on vault both nights. I think Sky would have a better shot of making vault finals over Jade. Um,
Jade was doing a DTY,
okay.
but we all know she can throw a cute Aminar when she wants to.
She can, but that never manifested for itself. And even if she did, she still would have came in third place.
Because no
So,
one was pushing her. The girl in fourth place stuck her Chang and her DTY, and she was still tense behind her.
but I think Sky's vault. I think Sky's chung is better than Jay's chung, and I don't think that would have been a question.
I think that we never got to see Jade's um, potential average, and we saw Sky's potential average based off of domestic scoring. So it's just like it's apples and
And
oranges.
then, okay, so then again, I do know what happened at the Olympics. I know Jay got sick, so her floor routines never really counted. Okay,
I know that left
fine.
like a bad impression.
I know, right?
But you
Okay,
could
so
argue that Sky should be taking over Jade because she's an all-arounder and she has the potential to
that
win an all-around medal.
that's my argument. Yeah, but I do think there's still room for Jade to still make the team itself.
Because she can win a vault and a floor medal.
And plus, what's the harm of having three girls who can do chunks who have two vaults? So there's no harm in putting them both on the team.
I think Jade gets definitely put on the team if your strategy is like trying to get the highest total, not just like a combination of good high scores and confident
Again, with the
hits.
highest total, then Sunni does make. Okay, so it's just Sunni doesn't beat. Sunni isn't an all arounder on my team. She's just there to do bars and beam. That's it. And Jade is just there to do vault and floor. And then you let Sunni, Charlize, and not Sunni, Simone, Charlize, and Sky do the all around.
And then team finals, who is sitting at a bars and beam for, or who's sitting at the pieces for Sky to do beam? Who's sitting at beam? It doesn't
The,
matter. Charlize, Simone.
the beam lineup would be the hardest because if Shy doesn't fall, I'm assuming it would be Simone, Sky, and Sunni, but it could be Simone, Sunni, and Charlize, or it could be
No,
Simone.
wait. Why would you not put You said or it could be Simone, Shilese, and Suni, and leave Sky off of Beam.
In team finals, yeah. Or it could be Simone, Sky.
This is such a good team. This is giving like Soviet level, like qualifications. It'd be like I think Shilese would go first on Beam in qualification, but she would still get to go as an all rounder.
Yeah. Charlize would have to go first, then Suni, then Sky, then Simone. But see, okay, but see, this is the hard part with Suni. Because Suni got to take a lot of stuff out because nobody was really pushing her once people start getting injured. Now that people are not hurt, Suni has to do that last step out.
Great. She's gonna score even higher than she did.
If she stays on the game, that's the question mark.
But she's more consistent than Sky Blakely is.
Did she follow that last step out mount 2 times at trials?
I don't think so. I think she fell on a different skill one of the days.
Oh, okay.
I think the interior of her routine. No, I mean it's not like she's falling. You're talking about her mount. They both fell a lot. That's I feel like so. I want them to be more consistent, both of them. On Beam.
So it's really hard. I'm not sure. Out of
So
that team, who makes team final? Hell, this is just they could all gag Simone bitch, and team final could be Sky, Charlize, and Suni, and Simone is the one who's sitting her ass alpha beam. Like they could have gagged Simone.
oh yeah, that's what I was originally asking. I was like, are we sitting out if for whatever piece Sky is doing in team finals, if Suni is definitely doing bars and beam, then who is sitting out the piece for Sky? Simone or Shilese?
It's more you would assume it would be Charlize, but I
If they
mean,
want to rest Simone, they could. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna
Simone's
lose
already
because they
being
put
rested on
Shilese
bars
in.
for this team, so Simone's already not doing bars. So Belma, you better get your rest on bars because you're doing damn being.
And then on floor, it would be in qualifications. They would not put up Suni. She would not go on floor. And first up on floor would probably be Sky. And then they put Shilese, and then Jade, and then Simone.
Yeah,
Did we do vault and bars? In qualification, it would be
which for bars it would have to go Sky, Simone, Suni, Charlize.
I guess. When you say that, I just think of a certain someone being like, how can you put Sky on the team once for bars when she can't beat Simone?
She doesn't have to beat Simone.
I know, I'm just, yeah, it's sometimes there are arguments against Sky.
What is she? She's her bars is like one of her most consistent events, and she's gonna give you a
No,
good.
it is, but it's like it's not beating a lot of her competition's bar routines. It's like good
She doesn't
enough.
need to.
Exactly.
She just needs to be consistent and not fall and score her damn 14-4, 14-3, wherever she's going to score, and keep it pushing.
I don't think that's um great. That's like good, you know?
It's going to score higher than Jordan scored.
I don't think she's ever been Jordan. I think Jordan beat her on bars at Worlds. Oh
Huh?
well. I don't know. Like she's on my team. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want to use her bars in a team final.
Who else are you gonna put up? Jade Carey bar? Like y'all, like
No, I'm
the
gonna put
thing
up
is,
Simone because she can't be Simone.
it's qualification in team finals. We don't have to use her bars.
No, yeah, that's not why she shouldn't be on the team. Sorry if it sounded like that. That's what I was saying. It was like compared to her direct competitors. No, but you're saying she's not on the team for bars, so it just doesn't matter. I'm just arguing with myself. Excuse me.
Um,
Vault would be the same as floor. No, who would go up first on? You think Sky would be second to last on vault in qualification?
yeah, I would put her up second to last. I would go Charlize, Jade, Sky, Simone.
You're setting up Jade, but I'm okay with that. That's funny.
I mean, I love Jade. It's just no Tino shade. I think these are just my opinions. I think Sky has the better Chong. I'm sorry.
I think so too. I just think that Jade could beat her average if she used her Amina. It's not that much the margin of difference on their chunks.
Or she could sit down on her behind, you know.
Right? We've never seen um, Jade mess up a chunk, and we've seen Sky do a chunk successfully twice or once, right?
We have never have we ever even seen Jade do an Aminardis quad?
Just in training. No, she did it at Olympic trials, the night one, I think, and it
Almost.
wasn't good. Hmm. If Jade was still stick from prelims, do Sky or Suni go on floor for team finals? Well, it would be a bit confusing if we hadn't put Suni up at all on floor in qualification to use her in the team final.
I would. That's exactly what I would do.
Why would you put? But you would, even though you put Sky in on floor in qualification for her to be an all-arounder, you would still pass over her.
It depends on what Sky score. Because okay, even though I'm letting Sky do the all around, I don't expect her floor routine to score very well. Um,
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, that's a bit. What if she loses confidence because of that?
they suck it up and keep it pushing. Um, Plus, I mean, Suni wouldn't have not had to do the all around the very next day. So I would have let Suni. Hey, Suni, just do a double layout as your first pass and don't hurt yourself, and we're good to go.
Like a one-pass routine, just a double A.
No, just like instead of doing her two set, just do a regular double layout like her NCAA routine, basically.
What if she did like a what could she do? She did a double layout and then she did like a I don't even know. Maybe she does her rebounding pass, so she gets the forward acro, and then she dismounts with her beam dismount, her gainer tuck full, so she gets the full twist requirement.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Once I realized Jay Carey was sick from prelim, I would have been like, Leanne, you could throw your charm real quick? Okay. Sorry, babe. Bye. No, because Leanne wouldn't even be the alternate to my team. It would be Kim Costello.
But also, you're bringing Leanne on to do.
No, Leanne wouldn't even be an alternate because she would be the non-traveling alternate like Khalil Lincoln because my
Because you get to
traveling
decide.
my traveling oh, if Jay got hurt, right? This is a real question, everybody. If Jay Carey really got hurt at these Olympic Games, right? Like we're not saying make believe Sky and Charlize was hurt, was like healthy. Like if Jay got hurt, who is you putting in, Jocelyn or Leanne?
This is so painful to say. Setting me up like this. I guess. I mean, it depends what situation you're in. Like, are you gonna win either way? Or are you behind? Are you behind? Are you losing?
I don't know. However you want to put it. Jay Carey got hurt. Who are you putting in to replace her, Jocelyn or
Jade
Leanne?
Carey got hurt, but we're winning by 6 points. Leanne, get
No,
in
because you
there.
couldn't replace her at that point in time. Jay Carey would have got hurt before qualification started to put
Oh,
in your
before qualifications. I'm sorry.
yeah.
It would be such a slap in the face to not choose Jocelyn when those are her events. It would be
Those are
like,
Leanne
bitch,
events
we
too,
don't
though.
need you.
Those are
Leave.
Leanne events too, and Leanne had a charm, and I think her charm will score about the
No,
same.
her tumbling does not compare to Jocelyn's. Tumbling
But her flow
difference.
routine's gonna score higher than Jocelyn's.
You know what? It didn't domestically. It got me mad. Jocelyn was so overscored at the end of the season. I didn't like it. I was like, I'm a huge Jocelyn fan, and this is turning me like against her, even though I had to be like mindful, like not to blame the gymnast, her, you know. She's not choosing the score. But I was like, these scores are not making sense. Leanne is so trustworthy, even though she fell on beam in team final. Like that was just uh, a one-off thing. It was a what do they say? It was a fluke. But you know what didn't make me happy? I think Leanne was she was like in first, like she could have won the NC2A all around, and she just had beam, and then she like made a mistake or something. And I was just like, on this NC2A watered down beam routine, like it was there for her to take. It was so disappointing.
It was. But friend, I'm getting sleepy. And I think we're coming to the end of the show because I'm about to fall asleep on the show.
We
Um,
got through the list. We're done.
yay! Yay! And again, I don't know how we've been on here for 3 hours, but y'all got a nice little juicy show for us.
And
For
we only spent like 15 minutes talking about Bella Caroli's death.
I know, right? Y'all actually got a real show. Like I wasn't expecting this to be a real show, but y'all got a real show. Like, yay, y'all! Yay, y'all! Um, so I know the NCAA is coming up, and I it's going to be hard because of my work schedule right now. I want us to try to do a show at least Fridays before this competition starts, like maybe Friday in the morning time, and then maybe a recap show Tuesdays.
Wow, people are posting. Like Dominique Mochiano just posted a long thing.
Aw, Bella. Anyways, y'all can go check that out. The show will be up on Twitter. Hopefully, Twitter don't copyright strike us. I don't see how. We didn't do anything. We didn't play no music. We didn't play no videos. So
Not at
we'll
all.
we'll see. I love you all.
Bye everyone. Wait, can I ask a request? Is that
Yes, go
okay?
ahead.
If everyone is interested or cares to, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gymnastics Saves Lives, and help me get 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty close. And that would be really helpful. Thank you.
Absolutely, especially because if I get one more copyright strike, they're gonna close this channel down, and we're gonna have to move the show over there. So yeah, subscribe.
Kisses.
Deuces. Bye, everybody.
Bye.